Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode, we set up a beginnings of a nice smelting array over here on our new factory platform, and started getting everything connected up. Since the end of the last episode, I extended the platform a bit more out in that direction. We'll go over there in a moment. You can see it, and a bit more out into the distance there. And I hooked up the merger for these, for that side, which we hadn't done yet because the platform wasn't wide enough. I also made a few other changes here to the sort of starter factory. I added we had the second iron smelter going to town here that that wasn't connected. Right. I forgot that we hadn't connected that one up. Let's do that real quick. Put the splitter, one of the other things you can do here with the splitters is you can attach them straight to a belt, and then they will just split off of that belt into whatever machine. So now we have two smelters making this. Actually, I don't have any iron ore in my pocket here. This one miner's feeding these two smelters now. One of them is making iron rods. One of them is making iron plates now. I've started this one up, and then the rods are obviously going into making the screws, which I had set up before the last episode. The other thing I did here was rearrange the limestone a little bit so that the concrete was getting made in two constructors. The problem is we're only bringing in 60 per minute right now, and as you can see, we are consuming 45 each, but this lets us use the entirety of the 60 by having two of these, even though they're not quite running at full speed. They're running at about 2/3 speed right now. Merging them together and, of course, sticking them into a box. So, collecting that is going to be one of my highest priorities. I'll also want to get up there and get that one going so that we can make even more limestone, so we can build even more foundations. So what I wanted to do today was to look at the recipe for reinforced iron plates. I want to take one entire smelting column over there and turn it into reinforced iron plates, and then the other one will be for the other items, the plates, the screws, and the rods for use in other recipes. So for reinforced iron plates, we can produce, let me get the mouse over a tooltip, please. I just saw it pop up, of course. There it is. It uses 6 plates and 12 screws to make one reinforced iron plate, and one assembler, once we have assemblers, will be able to make 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. Let me take a sidetrack here. I totally forgot. We need to feed this machine. Sorry about that. I gathered up the items also while
Milestone
or in between the streams,
the molecular analysis
and I wanted to
machine,
get that going.
referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons.
That's not what I wanted.
Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
So this is the object scanner and the beacons. We'll want to make a few beacons so we can mark different things that we come across so we know how to make it back there easily enough. And then the object scanner will allow us to scan for objects. I wanted to also build a MAM so we can look at what we can start research-wise, including perhaps that Caterium. So let's look and see where the MAM is. It is here. What do we need for this? Reinforced iron plates. Okay, well, let's make one more, because we are out. And in fact, I want to make a few of these because I forgot. We need these for the assemblers themselves that we need to build out there to make the items. Let's make a bunch of these. We'll start with 15. I don't know how many we're going to actually need, but we'll build a MAM here. And this stuff is kind of all temporary right now. Temporary positioning. We'll figure out where we're going to put this stuff permanently as the game goes on. But the MAM can allow us to research the alien carapace and organs. This is the stuff we have now that we can research, that is. Caterium. flower petals, and the different nutrient items that we gather. I'm going to go get some of the Caterium first because I really would like to research that. Oh, I had it in my pocket already. Okay. Oh, the other thing I did, I set up another biomass burner because we were using too much power. This produces 30 megawatts, and at one point we were using 14 when all those were running out there. So anyway, back to this. Let's put some Caterium in because the sooner we research Caterium, the sooner we can get the legs. And this is a 3-second research, so we'll stay here. And then we need to start smelting it. So this one we can't do yet.
New resource added to the resource scanner.
This one I would like to do. Now we can scan for Caterium and find where the nearest Caterium mines are.
Available in the MAM.
We'll start the research on the nut, and that takes 3 minutes. Ah, you're back. That was this coming back, the pod coming back for this. Okay, so let's get back here to the reinforced iron plates. One plate is produced using 6 plates. One reinforced plate is produced using 6 plates and 12 screws. We get 5 of those per minute when we actually start automating this. So that's 6 plates and 12 screws. The 12 screws is 3 rods. 12 screws is 3 rods. And 3 rods is 3 ingots. We did this calculation last time, but I wanted to just bring it back up. And then we had 6 plates. 6 plates is 3 recipes, which is 9 ingots. So that's 12 ingots total per reinforced iron plate. Times 5 per minute is 60 ingots, which is exactly what we're getting right now with the miner. So once we upgrade the miner to level or Mark II belts, we'll actually be able to produce twice as many, which is 10 reinforced iron plates per one of those columns of that miner and those smelters. So if we look at how much we need in order to produce 10 of these, it means we need 60 iron plates per minute. That means at a production rate of 20 per minute, which you can see at the bottom of that tooltip, we need 3 iron plate constructors. The screws, we need to have 12 times 10, which is 120 per minute. At 40 per minute, that means we need 3 screw constructors. And then in order to produce 120 screws per minute, we need 30 rods. And rods have a production rate of 15 per minute, so we need 2 constructors for rods. So that's 3 plates, 2 rods, 3 screws. And that'll produce enough for 2 simultaneous assemblers making reinforced iron plates once we get the assemblers, which we should actually look at. That is here. We have finished Tier 1, by the way, so now we're moving on to Tier 2. So this will be a research to do very, very soon. Obstacle clearing, that's the chainsaw. That's also very tempting. Jump pads are less tempting. The awesome sink is a way to dump items that you're making to get tickets to spend at this awesome shop. We'll explore that soon, at some point in the very near future, but not super near future, just because, well, we need to actually be able to use the items before we start sinking them. And then finally, Logistics Mark II. So what I want to do first is definitely part assembly, and then I'll probably argue with myself a few times between obstacle clearing and Logistics Mark II for the second choice, and then the other one will be the third choice, and then we'll probably turn the resource sink on, although we'll start making the smart plating, which is used for the space elevator, so that might actually come first before even this resource sink. So for the part assembly, we need a bunch of cables, a bunch of rods, a bunch of screws, and a bunch of plates, and we don't have any of that just yet. What I should do is I should set up another... there's our space elevator. It is ginormous. We will have to find a place to build it in a future episode. I want to set up a constructor here to start making cable. And I'm going to do it the same way we're making screws. By the way, you can hold down your control key when you're not on platforms, on foundations rather, to get that little blue alignment bar to put machines right next to each other like that. We want to make cable here, which only takes wire in at 60 per minute, which is 1 exact belt. This is going to consume twice as much wire as we're making, but I'm not horribly bothered by that, just because, well, we're not using all that much of it right now anyway. And it's full. We don't have another power pole handy. Let's take this one out. This power pole area here is all spaghetti, but that's what happens. Connect that up, connect this up, connect that up, and now we're making cable. So the cable will take twice as much, can consume more than what this is producing, twice as much as this is producing actually. So the cable's going to have to get backed up before we can produce enough wire, but eventually we're going to move all this stuff out to the new base, and we'll be able to make 2 and then 4 wire assemblies per belt of, or rather per belt of copper ore coming in. So we'll be able to do a lot more with it. Right now we'd have to split this into another smelter, into another constructor, and then merge them in together here to produce enough wire to make enough cable. And at this point, it's not really worth it. This will just get backed up at 100, I think, and then this will back up again. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so let's head back out here. I should have grabbed the rest of whatever concrete we have, because we may need it for assorted things. What else do we need? Probably a bunch of everything, so I should probably just grab that. Probably not a bunch of screws, though. No, those we don't need those. We'll just need those for the research. 100 of those, 100 of these, and that should help. Okay, so let's start making the constructors we need to produce the reinforced iron plates. So it was 3 iron plate makers to 2 iron rod makers to 3 iron screw makers. I just kind of had an internal dialogue with myself as I was doing the other stuff, and I'm actually wondering if I should just do an entire line of the, let's see, it would be 60, 120, it would be 6 of the iron plate makers, which will overproduce by two times as much once we've got the whole thing going, and then do a line of iron rod makers off of this one, which would be, see, this is 120 iron rods were, I don't remember. Let's just throw down a craft bench. I should probably just keep one of these out here anyway. Which way does it go? That way? It probably doesn't matter. The iron rods, in order to consume 120 iron rods, we would need 6 of these? No, 8 of these. So we could do 8 iron rods and then do however many screws we needed, which was just 3. So that might be the better option. Do 6... No. 4 plate makers. They each consume 30. Let's put down the constructors here. So I did the merging over there. How do I want to line this up? Probably with the back, since that's where the... Of course we can't. Well, I can... Yeah, I'll do it like this. So this consumes 30. We're going to eventually be producing 120, so we need 4 of these. That's probably the easiest way to do this. Obviously, once we get miners Mark II and whatnot, that's just more that we're going to be producing. Let's see. I guess that's as close as they can go. I don't want to fall off the edge here, so I got to be careful. But I got a lot of room. Wait a minute. Was that as close as it could go? I don't think so. Constructor. No, it wasn't. It was there. And then there. And I'm out of cable. Doggone it. Good thing we're making more cable. Can I jump these things? Apparently not. Doggone it. Okay, we'll go this way. There's our 100 cable. Oh, it'll fill up that machine with copper wire first. Okay, and then another constructor here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are all going to make iron plates. Of course, just like with the smelting, we can only actually turn on 2 of these to start with. Okay, that one I already turned on, apparently. We need splitters here. I want to make sure they are lined up with their friends over there, which now that is. 2 and 3. We can connect belts just like the other ones. Actually, we can connect these in like that. And we'll do the same kind of thing here with power poles of... Ooh, they can't fit there. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, well, I guess I'll put them out here. That works fine. Or should I put them on the inside? Let's see what this looks like on the inside here. Can I put the power pole in this line? I can. So they're going to go on this side, which is fine. In there. Power. Okay, and then you can go here. Like that. Okay, so that'll start making about 40, or exactly 40 iron plates per minute. 20 and 20. And that'll consume that entire belt of ingots coming out of here. Hopefully. It looks like it is. So then the same thing over here. We needed... It'll eventually be 8 constructors making iron rods. Nope, that's not a constructor. Constructor. Now I'm out of reinforced plates. So we're not going to actually be able to do that right now. Because I don't have enough reinforced plates. So I think I will cut here and be back with some more reinforced iron plates. Okay, we're back. I set up another biomass burner because our power spiked a few times. And we were needing all... Looks like we needed about 72, 73 here at our peak. And we were only producing 70. And that's because we are now constructing iron plates. Okay, so I gathered up enough materials, hopefully to make enough constructors here. And I want to turn this around. Oops. This way. And we'll line this up just like we did the other one. Like that. Why does that seem closer? Because it is. I want that actually further apart. I want to have a little bit of gap in between. Just in case. I don't know why, but just in case. I want to make sure I line this one up with the other one across the way there. Is that lined up? No, it's not. One more time. Oh, I can line that up with that, like this. Right there. Yep, okay. So this is going to make iron rods. And just like the other one, actually let's go ahead and place a couple more. We can use 4 of them to start with. So I might as well place 4 minimum. And I have enough stuff to place 4, which is handy. Okay, and we'll do our splitters here. Turn, turn. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to place this one because we're going to have 8 here eventually. 4. So this is all we can actually consume right now. And I misaligned it. How did I do that? Okay, try again, Wally. Right there. Connected. That one. This one. This one. That one. And the source. This one I think I set. Yep. And we need to, of course, hook up power, which is going to start consuming even more electricity. But hey, what else is new, right? Okay. That, and then we need power poles out here. I'll go there. I'll go there. Power. Connecting. I wonder if this is going to use up too much power. How much do these require each? 4 megawatts. Well, that used us a little bit more power, but we're still only peaking at 80 or so. Okay, so are they all working? Yep, looks like they are all getting ingots now and making rods. So that's going to make 60? Yep, 60 rods a minute, and we're going to be making 40 plates in it. So just like the other side, we need mergers here. Let's see, you go... I think it can go there. And this one can go... Well, not, I guess not here. They need to do it up at this machine. This machine. Because the first one doesn't need... Well, the first one needs one of these. And you go, I think, there. Chest. Yep, that's right. As long as it's straight. Yep, right on the line there. I'm glad they fixed that. Some recent can sometimes not put those stands on the line. That would be annoying if that hadn't been fixed. Okay, that's connected. That's connected. Nope, we want to merge. There and there. There and there. We're gonna run out of plates pretty soon. But that's okay. Yeah, get that in there. There it goes. Connected, you're connected, you need to connect. Okay. So what I want to do right here, no, not right here. Because this is not the end of the rods. I wonder if this would have been better off done a different way. Now that I'm here, now that I've done this, I wonder if I should have merged, or I wonder if I should have built these a little more evenly, because we're going to have 8 constructors making rods and 4 constructors making plates. Maybe I should have done 2 plates on each side and 4. Yeah, that's actually a better idea. Because I have a crazy idea. Pick up all these. That'll, of course, give me plenty of materials for the next milestone. I did that on purpose, guys. Yep, that was me on purpose. Okay, but I want to change the way these work slightly. No, those could actually... No, they can't stay. I lied. Take this out. I obviously don't want to put the 4 plates first. Nor do I want to put the 2 plates first on each side. Nor do I want to put the 2... Well, I guess I could. Let me think about this for just a moment here. Yeah, so let's change this a little bit. So instead of this being rods, this will be plates. And this will be plates, but I'm going to disconnect it. If I can get my gun in there. There we go. Oops, this will be plates. And then these two will be rods, and the next two will be rods. Yes. And then on the other side, we'll have the same exact thing that I can't jump over those without, at least not without having some clearance here. Probably can't even make the jump anyway. Oh, yes, I can. So on this side, we'll also have 2 plates. And I'm going to disconnect this one temporarily until we get the upgraded belts, I should say. And then we'll have 4 rod makers. 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 will obviously be next here. So, oops, I left this plate belt thing there. Okay. So, instead of having 2 lines of mergers, oopsie, I'm going to have 1 line of mergers. Let's try and center it here. Not with those machines, but with these machines. Too high. Will this belt connect up there? Yes, it will. This is exactly what I had hoped. Okay, so let's do, this is not going to work quite perfectly, but it'll work perfectly enough. So the plates, I want to go into the bottom one. Yeah, not perfectly enough. These actually would have to be like on a 45-degree angle-ish. Oh, I need the merger over here then. That's right. Okay, that's what the problem is. So I need to go here with the merger. This one can just be plates, so this one just go. Why? Did I pick the wrong thing? Oh, this machine's backwards? How did that happen? Oh, that's a smelter. Oh, that's why. Right. Smelters come here. Yes. Okay, good, Wally. Good, Wally. Let me put a belt here so I don't forget that. That goes there. Belt. Smelt. Goes here. Belt. Smelt. Okay. So we don't actually need the second one here just yet. But we have the plates come out and into there. Plates come out into there. Yes, and yes. And then we put another merger here. We do the same thing, even though these aren't producing anything just yet. And that gives us our 4 plates, which consumes 120 and produces 80 plates. Again, eventually, this is producing now because this is outputting now because it had some in it, but it's consuming down. Yes, it's not building back up because we deleted that belt. And then we actually can do. Oops, that's a splitter. I want a merger here, and this one will be doubly stacked. And this one will be doubly stacked. That was real close. And then these can come up and into here. Oops, that's not lined up right. Try that again. No, don't delete the constructor. 6. I forgot you have to rotate. Okay. That goes there. And then you're also not correct, I don't think. And oh, that one is correct. Okay, good. Belt in. Belt in. In. Jump across. Now, I technically don't need the merger down here, and I can actually delete them now. They just needed to be there to put the space in. But I'm going to leave them here. No, I'm not going to leave them here. I lied. I'm going to take them out. And they'll just kind of float up here above this, these belts. This. And I can probably not even put that one in there, because that's long enough. So my intention here, I guess we need to put these belts in. You go here. And you go here. And then that one's not connected on purpose, but this one needs to be connected. There we go. So these will also make rods. So we should have a belt of rods coming out. That is at 4 times 15, which is 60, and a belt of plates, which is 2 times 20, which is 40 for now. And then once I build the other 4 constructors out here, I'm going to put 2 storage boxes out here, and that'll be my kind of buffer for plates and rods, so that I have them available to me. Ooh, I can make the personal storage box now too. Put these out here so that I have these available to me, because these also stack, by the way, like that. And that way these are available for whenever I need to pick them up to make stuff. So that's where we're going to leave this for today. I will make the other 4 constructors, put the boxes out here, and run the belts into them before the next stream. Or next stream, sorry, the next video. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.